Hello YouTube! So this is going to be part 2 of my tummy tuck top asked questions. Hello baby. Again, if you're new here, my name is Christa. I'm 29. I am married. I have 2 children. I gained about 80 pounds after high school. During pregnancy, I gained 60 during my pregnancy due to health issues. I lost 65 pounds naturally just from eating healthy and working out, but I was left with loose skin. In April 2013, I had the tummy tuck done. Hence began this YouTube channel and my Instagram, their surgery accounts, and fitness accounts, because health and fitness is a very big part of my life. I also started a surgery group on Facebook that will be linked below if you are interested in that. I think that covers the basics. Before I get into this though, make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, it really helps support my channel, and then hit the notification bell after you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. I'd appreciate it, and I love you for it. So in part 1, we covered what a tummy tuck is, who did my surgery, time frames of a tummy tuck, any question on time, when can I hold my baby, when can I work out, how long will I be in a recliner, things like that. And we also covered the scar. The scar is almost the biggest thing with the tummy tuck. It's one of the most asked questions. How bad is it? What's it gonna look like? Does bikini cover it? Da, da, da. So that's all in part 1. And then we also covered your belly button, stretch marks before and after tummy tuck, drains, and swelling. So if you have any questions on that, hop back to part 1 if you missed that, and I answer all those there. So in this video, we're going to talk about what to expect from a tummy tuck as far as aesthetics, how your body's going to look, what you can realistically expect, things like that. Lipo, if you need it or not. Pain levels, how bad tummy tuck hurts. Anesthesia, waking up from anesthesia. Weight gain and loss after a tummy tuck. Revisions, and then was it worth it? Okay? Alright. Let's begin. So the biggest thing on what to expect from a tummy tuck. So I did a video on this before, and maybe I'll link it here, but basically with the tummy tuck, people envision themselves to just end up looking like Kim K. But that's not always the case. You have to know your body is basically what you're gonna look like. Your hips versus your waist. People have questions about their waist, how small it's gonna be, how many inches are taken off their waist, things like that. They don't take inches off your waist. So like I said in part 1, your muscles are brought back together, which naturally kind of slims you, and then the skin is pulled tight. Your hips might be a little bit more prevalent. For the most part, as far as what to realistically expect from your body, it's gonna depend on your body and like your natural shape, how much weight you lost beforehand, how much you worked out. So I had a lot of extra skin, but I was working out the whole time. So I had abs underneath all that. So a tummy tuck didn't give me abs. A surgeon does not go in and sculpt your abs and make you have abs and stitch your abs to look like a 6-pack. Like, that's not what a surgeon does. For your abs to be visible, it's all about that layer of fat and how much you have. So when all of my skin was removed, I was left with my abs and the layer of fat that was there. Like I've mentioned, my tummy tuck was 6 years ago. I worked out before and ate healthy before, and I have continued that, and I have made, I love health and fitness. I love the gym. I love it. So I have continued that, and that is why I have the body that I have. You can't have a tummy tuck and then expect to have abs for the rest of your life, because that's not what a tummy tuck is. If you don't work out and maintain your surgery, you're not gonna have it. And I get really angry when people discredit me for my hard work when they say, oh, well, you've had a tummy tuck. So it's like, no, my tummy tuck was 6 years ago. The only reason why I have the body that I have now is because I have worked hard. I'm gonna talk about weight loss and gain after a tummy tuck, because I have done that many times in the last 6 years. I have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. That affects your metabolism. I have gained weight and lost many times. We'll get into that in the next section. So again, also look into your surgeon. Basically all the before and afters is what your surgeon does. Lipo is going to be another part of it. But let's get into the lipo. People want to know if lipo is included, if they need it done. With the tummy tuck, most surgeons include liposuction. The reason for this is because they help with the shaping. With your loose skin, they pull it tight and they bring your abs in, and so they might lipo like the outside of your hips just a little bit, just to help with shaping. And then sometimes they'll also lipo like your waist a little bit. It all depends on your body and how much fat and stuff you had before. Most surgeons include that. If you have a surgeon that doesn't include that, I would probably go to a different surgeon, because The lipo essentially is only going to help with the shaping, like I said. So say your surgeon doesn't include it, you get your tummy tuck done, and it would have like made all the difference if you just lipo just a little bit on your hips or whatever. It would have helped so much with the shape. If he doesn't include that, you're not going to have that, and you're missing out when most surgeons include that. So as far as if it's necessary or not, that really just depends on your body, you guys. If you honestly lost weight and you are at your goal weight and you have no extra weight, you just have skin, you're probably not going to need the lipo. If you're like basically just lose skin. Most people, like myself, yes, I had lost all the weight, I did have abs underneath, all that, but I still had a layer of fat. So it just depends on your body as far as if it's necessary or not. So I feel like if you're questioning it, thinking you might not need it, then you probably don't have a whole lot of fat and you probably don't need it. So that's, again, that's just gonna depend on your body. The two biggest questions with lipo, if you do have it done: can you regain fat in the area that you were lipoed? And have I noticed fat redistributing in other places? So these are the two myths about lipo. People say that once you have liposuction done, those fat cells are taken out, so you can never regain fat there again. That is incorrect. Yes, that lipo cell is gone, but your body is very capable of growing new fat cells. Does that make sense? Your body is constantly making new cells, new skin, scars. Your body is constantly regenerating. So your body will eventually make new fat cells. So yes, you can regain fat. So all these people that sit and discredit people who have had lipo or surgery, people who go in and just have lipo done and don't put in the work and then get right back to eating like crap, you're gonna get fat again. Lipo is not a cure-all and a magic thing. And then there's the whole sonobello and freezing of your fat and all of that bullcrap. You guys, like, seriously, don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. The lipo was included with the tummy tuck for shaping, and then it was up to me to keep my body in shape. So 6 years later, when people discredit me and tell me that I only have the body that I have because of tummy tuck, it makes me so angry. Yes, I would still have the loose skin, so yes, I owe my tummy tuck for that. But as far as staying in shape 6 years later, like, just stop. Redistribution of fat after lipo. Yes, that is a thing. Say your tummy's lipoed and that's where you've normally stored fat, you might notice you carry fat on your back more. And it might even just be just because where that's gone, you notice that more, you notice that area more. That might be a thing. But I literally, like, I've always had like the skin right here, like the bra fat or whatever. I've always had that, but after I had my tummy tuck done, I did notice that I would gain it there faster than normal or more than normal. Does that make sense? So like I said, you can always opt out of the lipo, but that's just totally up to you. Let's talk about pain levels. With the tummy tuck in general, like I've mentioned before, day 1 through 4, the first 4 days is the worst pain. You are gonna need pain medication around the clock. So if you have had a problem with pain medication in the past, be aware of that. If you have allergies, you might have to have a game plan with your surgeon as far as other options. They have pain pumps. Yeah, the first 4 days are miserable. After the 4 days, you're gonna feel like a new person. The first week is kind of the hardest, but then after week 1, it just gets easier and easier from there as far as pain. After week 1 was when I started tapering off my medication, and by the end of week 2, I didn't even need pain medication anymore. You'll just switch to like Tylenol or ibuprofen after that. You don't need to have like narcotics after the first week or 2. If you feel like you are trying to get narcotics after week 1 or 2, your surgeon's probably going to start questioning you for being a junkie. So yeah, switch to ibuprofen after that. Also, the ibuprofen's going to help with swelling. Also, quickly, pain levels. The liposuction pain is the worst ever. I had my liposuction done 6 months after my surgery, because I'll cover this in the revision portion, but I ended up having to have a revision, and that's when he does the liposuction, because the tummy tuck surgery is so traumatic in and of itself. So the more you do to your body, the more you're going to stress your body, and that can complicate healing. Also, you got to have enough blood supply going to that area, and when you're lipoing on top of all the cutting and stuff, that could affect blood supply. You can get necrosis. There are so many complications that can go bad with the tummy tuck. It is a major surgery, you guys. It's seriously like, if you have to have it is when you get it. It's not like a, this is gonna make me look like Kim K, so I'm gonna get it. It's not worth it if you don't really need a tummy tuck. So let me cover nerve damage again really quick. You're gonna have nerve damage where you were cut. So the incision hip to hip and then around your belly button, that they have to make you a new belly button in the skin. It's your belly button stem. Your belly button doesn't move. Everyone thinks your belly button moves, but it's just the shape of your belly button that is changed, so people think that it's moved. So you're gonna have nerve damage around your belly button and in that scar. It depends on your body as far as how bad that is. With my belly button, I could feel above it for the most part, but then like right below it and off to the side of it, there's like no filling. And then with my scar, I have all filling everywhere. All on my scar on the bottom. I also had a breast lift done a few years after my tummy tuck, and you have nerve damage and lose filling there too, and I did lose more there versus like my tummy tuck. So it just depends on your body. I also had someone ask a question about pain levels, and they put it into comparison as to when they can be doing like an upward dog. I'm gonna say this right now, because you're pulled so tight and you have that nerve damage and stuff, like it doesn't necessarily hurt when you try to stretch out, like when you try to get flexible again, as far as like doing a back bend. I haven't even attempted a back bend because, hello, I'm almost 30. I have no desire for doing back bends. Except for in the bedroom. Oh, he's not listening. But yoga, okay, like stretching at the gym and stuff. I got to the point where I can lay on the floor and lift up. It's called an upward dog. I would say probably like 2 years after my tummy tuck. Like it took me a while to get to that point, but it isn't necessarily painful, it's just uncomfortable and just feels so weird. There are certain things that just feel so weird because of that nerve damage. So waking up from anesthesia is another like huge fear going into a tummy tuck. I am so scared of anesthesia. Like the day of my surgery, I literally felt it in my bones that I wasn't gonna wake up from surgery. And then like the night before my surgery, my son like didn't sleep very well. He was just whining, he was clinging to me, and it was like, I was like, is this a sign? Am I gonna die? Should I not be doing this? Like, I have anxiety as well, and it was just through the charts. So if you have anxiety and you know you're gonna have anxiety going to this, talk to your doctor about getting like a Xanax or something for the night before your surgery. You can just be calm. Or talk to your surgeon, I guess I should say, because he's going to be the one to better let you know if you can do that, because you have to have an empty stomach. But anyway, waking up from anesthesia though, it was just miserable. And that depends on your body as well. When I wake up, I am just emotional. Anytime I've waken up from anesthesia, or if I'm ever out of it, I just cry for my husband, because he's my comfort zone. He's my safe place. So I just whine and cry for him. And I don't remember this. The waking up is miserable. You are going to be in so much pain. You're going to be out of it. You're going to be like, what is going on? What did I do? Like, this is miserable. Also, I did same day surgery. Like, I left after my surgery because I have a family full of nurses, so they could take care of me, and that's why they released me. Most people have to do an inpatient care thing. So basically, you wake up in your surgery bed, and where I was being discharged that same day, they wanted me to move into a reclining chair. And when they wanted me to get up, I was like, come again? Where's the hoist? There's no way. There's no way. Waking up was just miserable, and it just takes forever to come out of it. You're going to be in pain. You're going to be nauseous. I was nauseous. If you know you're nauseous from anesthesia, make sure your surgeon knows that, because throwing up after a tummy tuck is the worst pain in the world. Sneezing, coughing, laughing, and throwing up after your tummy tuck the first week is miserable. So people ask about side effects with anesthesia, so I've done a video about this before, but so just know, it is actually very common to have side effects from anesthesia for 6 months after your surgery, and depression is a huge side effect. So if you notice that you're going through like some blues and some depression, that is because of the anesthesia. Another big thing is breast implant illness right now is just going wild right now, and so it's like if you had a boob job and 6 months later to a year later you feel like you have depression and you're blaming it on your implants, it's not your implants, it's anesthesia. And if you've had any surgery with anesthesia, it's because of the anesthesia, not your implants. Weight gain and loss after tummy tuck. Okay guys, this is a big one, and I'm going to be putting in pictures of all my examples. Like I said, my tummy tuck was 6 years ago. I've been through it all. Do you need to be at a certain weight before your tummy tuck? Can you lose weight after a tummy tuck? What happens if you gain weight and lose weight? Blah, 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 blah. You need to be within 10 pounds of your goal weight of a tummy tuck. The tummy tuck is not a weight loss surgery, it's skin removal. So if you have all that skin removed and whatever, and then you lose more weight, you're probably going to have more skin because you have skin from your weight loss. So if you have more weight loss, you're probably going to have more loose skin. Does that make sense? Us people that need the tummy tucks, we're not blessed in the skin retracting back to normal department. So you need to be within 10 pounds of your goal weight. Also, most good surgeons, they make sure you are at a certain BMI before your tummy tuck. So there's a difference between BMI and then body fat percentage. So a BMI is basically like health levels, I guess. I think the BMI that you need to be at is 20 or 40. I'm gonna look it up though, and I'm gonna add it in because it is pretty important. Like I said, a tummy tuck is not a weight loss surgery. It's not a surgery to be doing if you still have major weight loss to do. Like, you have to get all that weight off. Unless you're totally fine with having multiple tummy tucks, Like say you have like over 200 pounds to lose, you lose 100 pounds and you have so much skin that you just need it gone. You have 100 more that you still needed to lose. You're probably gonna need another tummy tuck, but if you're okay with that, then go ahead and do that. Weight loss after tummy tuck, you might have more loose skin. You had loose skin in the first place, that's what your body does, so you lose more weight, you're probably gonna have loose skin again. Weight gain after tummy tuck, I did that multiple times because of my Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, and each and every time when I lost the weight, I had more loose skin. Also, another thing is with a tummy tuck, where you're pulled so tight and stuff, and you do kind of distribute fat differently because you're growing new cells differently, so you are gonna look different. People who have had a tummy tuck done years ago but then gain all the weight back plus some, you're basically gonna look like a big sausage casing. Just it looks so abnormal, you guys. Like, also there's visceral fat, you guys. If you just get liposuction done on the outside and you still have all that fat around your organs, that is dangerous. Visceral fat is dangerous. Visceral fat is what's around your organs, and the only way to get rid of that is diet and exercise. But like, there is no liposuction for that. So if you get a tummy tuck and have all the liposuction done, but you have all that visceral fat, you're gonna look like a puffed up sausage casing. Does that make sense? You still have all that internal fat that you got to get taken care of. So there's also pregnancy after a tummy tuck. I've had people that have gotten pregnant and they say that it's fine, and that where everything's pulled so tight and their ab muscles are pulled tight, that everything goes back to normal. My surgeon actually said that his daughter ended up getting pregnant and didn't even need a revision, which he could have easily done it because he is her father. Okay, guys, revisions. Revisions are very, 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 very common with the tummy tuck. It is a major surgery. It's very traumatic to the body. You're gonna have swelling, you're gonna have complications, you're gonna have the wound complications. Some people get necrosis, some people don't heal right, they spit stitches, things don't heal right, and that affects the look of everything. I was swollen for so long that when I lost all the swelling after my tummy tuck, I had more loose skin. So I had to have a revision done 6 months after my tummy tuck, which he was planning on going in anyway to do the liposuction, because he does the lipo separate, because of the fact that it is so damaging to your body that there's blood flow. The more trauma to the body, the harder it is going to heal. So you're already cutting and tightening. So if you're doing lipo on top of that, it's traumatizing, it can affect blood flow, whatever else. So know your surgeon's revision plan. Some surgeons cover 100% of the revisions. Some surgeons only cover 1%. My surgeon, he covered it, but I had to pay for anesthesia and the surgical center again, which was like $1,200. That's a lot of money. Plan on that. Know your surgeon's plan, because some surgeons don't cover it at all. And that would suck if you weren't planning on that and then need a revision and then have to pay for it all again. Like, that would suck. Know your surgeon's policy on that and plan for it, because you might need a revision. If not soon after your tummy tuck, probably down the road a little bit, because like I said, it's very traumatic, whatever else. Okay, I think that's it. So lastly, people want to know, is it worth it? Is it worth all the pain? Is it worth the recovery time? Like, my opinion, yes, like 100% yes. I would do it all over again if I had to. I would do it every single year if I had to. With how bad my skin was, the emotional trauma of feeling deformed, the physical pain, pain of like having that hanging on your body, it hurts. When you try to exercise, you're jumping and that's just bouncing around, and then trying to get clothes that can fit your little like pouch and whatever else. I had a legit like male looking body part on my tummy, and people talk about it all the time on YouTube and think that they're so hilarious, and it's just like, okay, Captain Obvious, thanks. Yeah, 100% worth it. If you feel like a tummy tuck isn't worth it, then you probably don't need a tummy tuck. Tummy tucks suck. The healing time sucks. I have a lot of women who message me and say that they're in so much pain that they're regretting their surgery and Like, that's normal. When you're in the first week to a month of your surgery, it's normal to have those feelings of like, what did I just do? Was this worth it? Because it's intense. It's intense. It sucks. It's emotional. Not being able to pick up your kids, not like having to just be down and out, having to be weighted on hand and foot. All the complications, the drains, the swelling, not being able to work out, being physical and having more swelling, and being stuck in a recliner, and like, you're gonna go nuts. Like, it's intense. It's a huge surgery, but yes, 100% totally worth it. It's the best decision I ever made. it basically like skyrocketed me into my passion, which is health and fitness and running this YouTube. And you know, like I love the gym, I love working out, I love my body and seeing what it can do as far as like muscle gain and gaining a booty and squats and how strong I can lift and things like that. And it's like now that I finally have the body without the skin, like I can be myself and be comfortable in my skin. The confidence alone, so worth it. So worth it. So yes, you might hit points of regretting it. I never regretted it, and I went through a lot of complications and revisions and whatever else, but I never once regretted it. But I have a lot of women message me saying that they regret it. I've even had people comment on YouTube saying that their tummy tuck was years ago and they still regret it because they didn't get the look they were looking for or what they were expecting. So that's why I'm saying, you guys, you have to lose the weight beforehand and continue eating healthy and working out. If you go right back into old habits, you're gonna get right back into the weight that got you to that point in the first place. Worth it. Okay guys, well that is the end of this, you guys. I'm sorry these videos were so long, but there's a lot of questions, a lot of things to cover. Yeah, I hope these helped. I'm gonna have these videos linked for all of my questions that I get asked a lot. But yeah, again, you guys, thank you so much for your love and support, constantly uplifting me and being the good when I get a lot of negativity, a lot of crap, a lot of comments, a lot of people making fun of me, a lot of people giving me crap, saying that I'm a fake and that I don't credit my tummy tuck enough, and I don't know, I deal with so much bull crap. So having your guys' love and support and the likes on my videos and your guys' sweet comments and things like that, like it honestly means the world, and I hope you guys know that. Like, this YouTube has turned into such a beautiful community of just women supporting each other. Like, go be added to my surgery group if you are looking into surgery or have had surgery. It is a beautiful place. Everyone's so positive. I don't allow negativity. If anyone gets negative, you're gone. So the link will be down below as far as how to be added into that. There are rules to be added. If you don't answer the questions, you're not going to be added. You can't have a joint profile. You have to have a profile that I can make sure you're a real person, not a fake account, being a dude trying to get into a surgery group, you know. But anyways, okay, I'm going to be done rambling. But again, I love you all. You're all amazing. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. Give it a like. This video really helps support my channel. And then all the links to my social media are also down in the description box below. I love you all. Until next time. Bye guys.